Hello friends, welcome to my channel Essentials of Management. We are continuing with the series Occupational Health Management. Today we will have discourse 3 and discuss about part 3 of total 5 parts of awareness about occupational health. We will discuss here ergonomic hazards in short. At appropriate time, we will discuss ergonomic hazards in detail. So whenever we say ergonomics, it is a man-machine environment interface. So you have to adjust machine and environment to the man. Hazards caused by different work methods, including manual handling of loads, work postures, machineries and equipments, which are not properly designed and manufactured, taking into consideration human body and anthropometry. So whenever you are designing a machine, designing a job, designing an equipment, that design should such that manufacturing should be such that it take into account the human body and the anthropometry, that means the measurements of the different parts of the body like hands, foot, so limbs, your neck, right? So ergonomics or human factor engineering can be defined as fitting the job to the worker. So previously, years before, the machine used to be designed without taking into consideration all about the anthropometry or the human body. So human body has to adjust the machine. But what ergonomics says that you should design the equipment or the machine in such a way that it is fitting the job to the worker. You are fitting that job to the worker and not worker to the job. In practice, ergonomics tends to concentrate on the design and layout of workstation and the adaptation of physical factors of the work environment. So, ergonomics concentrate on the design and layout of workstation. So, wherever you are working, you are sitting on a table and doing some assembly job. Okay. So, how your that workstation is designed, and the physical factors, we already looked into the physical factors, that is the illumination and the ventilation and so on. So you are going to adjust the physical factor and the work environment and the workstation to the worker who is doing that particular job. Now it is a systematic study of all ill effects on man of poorly designed workstation. So it systematically and scientifically studies what are the impacts or the ill effects of the poorly designed workstation on human being. Ergonomics is a science encompassing theory of anatomy, physiology and psychology of human being. So you have to study the anatomy of our human body, then physiology of human body and the psychology. Why psychology? Because whenever there is a repetitive job or a monotonous job, so the person becomes bored. If there is a boredom, he will not concentrate on his job. So there is a psychological factor also involved in the job. Now this is the graphic given by the Cranfield University. So they call it as Cranfield man. So in one picture you can see Mr. Average, and in another picture you can see the Cranfield man. So what Cranfield University after study suggested, that if the human being is to be adjusted to the machine whichever are designed at that time, then there has to be very long hands and very short foot to adjust to the machine on which the person is working, and such a man they termed it as Cranfield man. So according to the survey carried out few years back by University of Cranfield, the shape of the body to suit machine operation most should be like shown in the picture. Now, what are work-related musculoskeletal disorders or WMSDS. They are also known as cumulative trauma disorders. Means there is a trauma of that particular limb or particular muscle. So there is a traumatic experience. There is a lot of strain or stress put on that. So cumulative trauma disorder called as CTDs. Repetitive strain injuries means if a particular muscle or a particular body part is repetitively used, so there will be a strain and there will be strain injuries. They are called as RSIS. Overuse injury means again a same body part is used again and again, means your hand or your arm or your leg is repeatedly used. If it is overused over a time, then there will be overuse injuries. Soft tissue injury, if there is a compression of the tissues, so if repeated compression is there, then the soft tissues will be damaged. They usually develop gradually but sometimes can appear suddenly. So this is all because of the repetitive job you are doing. So development is gradual, but sometime if there is a very harsh action or a harsh impact, then it can appear suddenly also. They can be serious if not taken care of early. So if there are certain early symptoms, you must immediately treat these disorders. Now, what are some of the symptoms of the WMSDS? Discomfort means you feel discomfort. Your body feel discomfort. That particular part of your body, a hand or the foot, will have the discomfort. There will be a pain. There will be numbness. Then there will be tingling at the tip of your fingers or tip of your toes. There will be burning sensation in that particular part. Then there will be a swelling of that particular muscle. So there will be change in the color of your skin. You will find tightness of your muscles and you will find there is a loss of flexibility of the muscles. So what causes WMSDS? So what are the risk factors? Awkward posture. If you are sitting in an awkward posture for a long time, so there will be a problem. High hand force. You are using very high hand force. Then there are repetitive motions. You are repeating the same motion again and again. Then there are repeated impacts. Means if you are using a hammer, if you are hitting with the hammer repeatedly, so there will be impact on your shoulder repeatedly. So heavy, frequent or awkward lifting, you are lifting a load frequently, it is a heavy load and your lifting position is very awkward. Moderate to high hand arm vibration, so whenever you are using say a hand tool or a powered drill or a pneumatic drill, so there will be high hand arm vibrations. So these are all the risk factors which cause the WMSDS, and it depends on the duration. Means how long you are sitting in that particular awkward posture. If the duration is short, there may not be a problem, but if the duration is very long, then there will be a problem. So duration, how long? Frequency means how often, means if you are using the hammer and using it very fast manner, means you are striking say 100 times in a minute, so the impact will be more. So frequency. Intensity, how much, means if instead of a small hammer, if you are using a very large hammer or a big heavy hammer, so the intensity will be high. Combination of risk factors means there can be combination of all these risk factors we have mentioned: awkward posture, high hand force, repetitive motion, and so on. Now, how to control WMSDS? Awareness of the problem. So people should be made aware that if you are exposed to certain such factors which cause WMSDS, then you should avoid that. You should find out the ways to improve on the workstation and your methods. So awareness of the problem, both managers and employees, they should be aware of it. Proper ergonomic design of jobs, workstation, use tool, jigs, mechanical aids. So very importantly, you have to design the jobs, you have to design the workstation ergonomically. Consider awkward posture redesign. If you find that the postures are awkward, then you should redesign the job, you should redesign the workstation. Avoid factors associated with rules. Rules means work related upper limb disorders, e.g. repetitive tasks, pinch grip, etc. So avoid that. Train employees in a ways of working which minimize the risks. So you should train the people how to work, improve on their methodologies, so the risk will be minimized. Systems which detect cases as early as possible. So there should be an arrangement of medical checkups or so on, so you can detect the cases early, so the treatment can be done early. Perform DSE display screen equipment assessment. We will discuss this DSE when we will discuss about the computer workstation ergonomics. Okay, so this is all about, in short, about the ergonomics. We will look into very detail of ergonomics in the coming discourses. So thank you for watching. Please resume viewing and switch on to discourse 4, where we will discuss chemical and biological hazards. So friends, please do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.